Live on Fancy Radio. Today we have some lovely personalities. These are beauty queen. You will love to hear their stories. And one of the things we do here is to provide platform for people to share their stories. And I'll tell you the truth is that these ones are not just beautiful, but they are brilliant and they are bold. So we have triple double Bs here in the studio today. I'll leave them to introduce themselves. London, you just take a cup of coffee, a cup of tea. I believe the environment is still extremely cold, but with a cup of tea or coffee, you can get yourself warm. We are in for something very beautiful today. I'd like our two guests to introduce themselves and so that we talk about the business of beauty today. Let's welcome the first person. That should be the queen for the year 2024. Let me start by introducing the people on this platform today. Today's people coming from Miss Pride Africa UK. I was there last year during the event and I'll tell you I enjoyed myself. Just seeing the African dance music and the colors, it was extremely awesome. I want to thank the management of Miss Pride Africa UK for doing this, bringing back the culture, getting the diaspora community to connect with the Africa heritage. So I want to say thank you to the management of Miss Pride of Africa United Kingdom. I believe this is just the beginning. We see great projects coming up through this platform. Now we have two ambassadors from this organization with us today. We have double queens. They are beautiful, they are brilliant, and I've had a discussion with both of them. I'll tell you, you're going to be enjoying every part of the discussion today. So London, stay tuned to listen to the Daughters of Africa, the Wakandas. They are in the house. So let's introduce the first Wakanda. To introduce herself, that is the queen for the Miss Pride of Africa in the year 2024. To introduce herself, please can you introduce yourself to our listeners everywhere? You have people watching you from everywhere, globally in the world, and in Africa, back home Africa, and in the US, China, and here in the United Kingdom. I'm sure they want to hear from you. Okay, please can you introduce yourself to our listeners?
Hi listeners, hi wherever you are listening to. I'm Deborah Jacko and I am your first princess for Miss Pride of Africa 2024, and it's a pleasure to be here today.
Yeah, Queen, Princess, not Princess. You're a bit shy, but you know what? And we would like to hear you just roar like the Wakanda. Are you getting it? This is the life of the African continent representing here today. And so we have, it's a say that the reigning queen, her throat is still hot, very hot, flaming hot, red hot. Is that not so? We'd like to know you, the reigning queen of Miss Pride Africa UK. Please can you introduce yourself?
Good evening, everyone listening to Fancy Radio. My name is Nathan Regina, Ugandan. I am Miss Pride of Africa UK 2024 Queen.
Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. And you're trying to keep your smile away from us. You don't do we need to pay to get? I want to thank both of you for coming to the show today. It's been a pleasure getting to know both of you. I want to ask you, Miss Gina, since you are the reigning queen, and may your reign be long. You say and that is what we say in Africa. May your reign be fruitful. Amen. Now, you're from Uganda, you're Ugandan, is that not you?
Yes,
And you lived there, you came to the UK. Can you tell us about your experience from your experience back in Uganda and coming to the United Kingdom? And so what has it been?
There's so many things that I've seen since I moved to the UK, and they're different from when I was back in Uganda.
Okay.
Back in Uganda, I was living with my mom. She was actually a single mom because my dad left when I was 2 weeks born, and then he moved to the UK. So I've not grown up with a dad.
Okay, I understand that.
And yeah, I've been with my sisters, they're 2 and 1 brother. Then when I moved here, it was my dad that the reason why I came here.
Okay.
And it was quite hard because I've not been with him my whole childhood, and it was like difficult, but I had to, of course, get used to it. So it was quite different because when I was back home, we were living in like a large number at home. And then when I moved here, it was only me and my dad. It was so weird, but I got used to it because he goes to work, I go to school, so it's even hard for me to get bored when I'm at home.
Wow.
But yeah, that's when I got into gym. I got to actually find out I can do a lot of things that
You got into gym?
Yeah, exercise.
You're serious? That's good.
Yeah. So education-wise, of course, in Uganda they're gonna hit you so that you can understand what you're learning.
Okay.
But here they don't. It's not that they don't care; they care, but like you have to pull yourself to be like, yes, I have to do my homework. I have to do this. So yeah, it's maybe that.
Okay, the experience is a bit different, but you are, and your cultural integration, you've been able to integrate properly into a new culture, and that is good because this Pride of Africa, they have really helped you a lot in doing this. I can see you're very good man. I'm sure it's part of being in this industry, and so we're gonna come back to that, and then I want the Queen for the year 2024. You're from Nigeria, but you're based in the UK.
Yes.
Was there any experience back? Do you have the Nigeria experience and the UK experience? Is there, or you just, what is it like for you?
Well, I would say the majority of, all my schooling has been here.
Okay.
And I would say the difference between Nigeria and the UK is just that I would say there's more emphasis on your skills and your abilities. People more or less champion it, while in Nigeria it's more of education, getting the right one, i.e. becoming a lawyer. So like you're pushed in that to be educated, while here you're pushed to be educated, but you're also pushed to explore other areas, aspects of yourself.
So listening to you talking about the British educational system is more practical. You gain skill you can apply to real life issues and not just acquiring the theories for theory's sake. You know what you want to become and you learn in line with that.
Yes.
And that takes me to the question I want to ask you. You're into project management, and how has it been for you as a beauty queen?
I think it's been okay for me. I feel like I'm like the first daughter and only daughter in my household. So if you are a first daughter or you have a first daughter, you would know the skills they already acquire. You're oftentimes the therapist, the second mom, sometimes the second dad. You're also the financial advisor, sometimes the accountant. So I'm used to wearing different hats, telling people what to do, when to do it. Sometimes even till now, I still have to manage the younger ones.
That's interesting. I can see why you became the first Miss Pride Africa.
Yeah.
So actually, we can give credibility to Miss Pride Africa. They did pick the right person.
Wow.
Yeah, that's true. So it's a credible organization. There's so many organizations out there running pageants without credibility. So selecting you are not just beautiful, you're smart. And so we thank you for doing that. We call you people Ada in some of the eastern part of Nigeria. And you seems to be bold. I love that part of you. And so I'm going to be asking, coming back to the reigning queen, your kingdom last time. So I want to ask you about your education. You're studying what? What are you studying at the moment?
Health and social care, level 2.
You want to be a nurse?
Mental nurse.
Mental nurse. Are you serious?
Yeah.
You want to take care of mental people?
Yeah.
Why that? What drives the interest?
I feel like I can just have good conversations with people.
I didn't get that.
Because I feel like I can have good conversations with people, and I just want to make people get better with their mental health and all that.
And this is a serious issue here in the United Kingdom. But I think it's even more serious among the among the diaspora community because Africans don't open up about their mental health issues, but they have it. They have the same issues like every other person, but we're trained to believe you keep some things to yourself. Like so, it's also a cultural thing. So, how do you intend to solve that someday as a beauty queen? And what are you doing in line with that?
Of course, I'll not ask someone what is bothering you, but I'll start with maybe making them friendly
Okay.
and showing that I'm not a bad person so that they can get comfortable.
Are you thinking of having a project that deals because one thing I realized looking at your profile, you seem to be someone that love people. I can understand why you went for that field. And so, and with your role as the queen, I think you're going to be like a mentor to so many young ladies.
Yeah.
Is that not? So you're giving yourself to them.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be sharing your experience. I see you doing great things. That's why I'm
Did
asking
you
these
say
questions.
ladies?
And to both ladies and male, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I see you doing a lot in line with this. And so you just think about that probably and say, okay, as the beauty queen working with the Miss Pride Africa UK and see how we can truly solve the social, the mental health issue is becoming a serious issue. And with your feed as you're coming into that field and as a queen, I believe you are best suited to solve this. Especially we see it a lot even among young adults today in the UK. So I believe we're going to talk about that and see how we can work with you and the Miss Pride Africa to really promote that. Speaking to the leadership recently of Miss Pride Africa, yeah, I can tell you guys have a lot of projects in line with this to help not just because when we talk about beauty, we're talking about both the external and the internal, is that not? And because it takes somebody that is confident with himself, with herself, to be able to step out there and reflect the true beauty. And that takes me back to um, Dabarachi Ujoku, the Ada of our father's territory, and the princess of the Miss Pride African UK today. And one find out your passion. What is your passion at the moment? What are you passionate about?
Well, I'm very passionate about youth empowerment. I don't know, remember, in the past there was a promotion about young people being the leaders of tomorrow.
Okay.
I know not so much is gone into it now, but I still believe we are still the leaders of tomorrow. So we have to get the young people in the right spaces, headspace, and positions, and also give them the right skills to be able to be good leaders, because we want our situation, our countries to improve. There's issues wherever you are in Africa, even here in the Western world, there still is issues. But as we are Miss Pride of Africa, and I'm African Nigerian specific, I want to empower the youth. So my campaign mostly is on youth empowerment and specifically job creation. So I'm working with giving young people internship, apprenticeship, mentorship, and entrepreneurship skills, and also helping them get into their chosen sector. So whether it be entertainment, which I am part of, entertainment and the creative industry, or corporate, or even medical field, wherever it is, my job is to help them navigate that. If it's CV writing that they need help with, if it's the right people to connect with, is what I'm hoping to.
Dabarachi, this is a whole lot. This is good. This is good. Looking at we spoke earlier. You talked about sport, fashion, and now I want to ask this question. I want to congratulate you first. Congratulations on being the first Miss, and you're the first one. Is that now?
Yes.
And you became the queen for Miss Pride of Africa. How has it been, the experience?
How's it been? Well, I was sick for a while, but
Overwhelmed?
yes, I think we, Georgina can attest to this. We put in so much work.
Okay.
We had, was it like over 6 weeks? Yeah, over
The
the rehearsals.
yeah.
We had over 6 weeks of rehearsal every Sunday, and it was from 1 to 6, sometimes to 7, because some people stayed for extra time. Yeah, so we put in so much work, and you have to think about the emotions, the nervousness, the anxieties, the excitement as well. So it was, I was happy when it's finished because it was like, now it's time to rest. But luckily it was the holiday period, the Christmas period, so it was the extra time to not only rest but also think about the year, our reign, to organize our thoughts on how we want it to be, what is our passion project, how are we going to execute it. Because there's one thing about having a campaign, pitching it to the judges, because that's what we are doing. We're pitching ourselves to the judges, and then it's another thing saying what we're gonna do and doing it. So now we are now focused on the action aspect. So yes, yeah. Well,
And how's it been so far?
How's it been? It's been very exciting.
Okay.
It has been very exciting. And we are also gaining new experiences, seeing new faces that we haven't seen, being new in new environment that we haven't been to. And that's the whole aspect of the platform, to give women empowerment, women empowerment, to bring your ideas to light.
Okay, I want to say something. Will you be looking forward to seeing the First Lady of Nigeria someday to share this idea with her?
Oh,
Yes,
I
you can
want
never
to
take-
see the president.
You want to see the president?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be lovely because I know there's so many First Lady that we can tell. For instance, someone might be listening to you and someone's going to watch this interview, and I just hope someone is watching now and will say, okay, I want to talk to this lady. I
Yeah.
want to see what will you say to them about supporting the girl child, supporting the women, and supporting women to achieve their goals. Speak to the leaders, speak to women out there, and that have the power to influence policies. Because I believe the pageant is for that purpose too. It's not just showcasing beauty, and which is part displaying the beauty of the African heritage, which is good. So speak to the leaders out there. I want to give you the opportunity. As the mouthpiece of this Pride African talk.
Well, I think it's very important to support the female child because from the dawn of time, human being, whether it's a male or female, we all come from one place, where the woman. So the female child is going to be the one who's going to train both the male and the female. Yes, the father is essential. The father gives you that discipline, or the female gives you that nurturing. So if we don't give them the resources to expand their horizon, how can you nurture somebody to be more full? So that's why I feel like we should sponsor and encourage female to have voices, because I think one thing people often feel, they feel like women's places are at the home, and yes, I think women are essential in the home, but women can do more than that. And they always say behind every great man is a woman. Why is that? Because oftentimes she's his confidence. She's the first person he pitches his idea to. She'd be like, okay, darling, do it this way. Maybe take this one. Talk to this person. Oh, I know this person. This person's friend does this. Maybe you should check them. So we already are advisors at the home. Why can't we be advisors outside those spaces? We are helping, most moms are helping their children with their homework. Homework requires maths, English, and science, which are the 3 basic subjects that we all have to do. So you still need to be educated to help your children.
You know what I'm going to say? If I leave you, we're not going to leave you. I'm so impressed because I think, and I'm going to try and reach out to your management really. Because just talking, I think you guys have got to do it with Gene and listen. You guys are going to work this together. Because listening to both of you, I'm so blessed. That because we need to apply the triple A's here: awareness, advocacy, and action.
Yeah,
I
she
think,
deals with the mental, I deal with the physical.
yeah. So that's why I think there's a partnership. I can see partnership just watching both of you, where you're talking about you creating awareness for women rights and why women should be supported, the gay child should be supported. And I think we need to move to advocacy and see, okay, and Miss Pride African reaching out to the various embassies in the UK and having little advocacy talking, because you can reach out to the president of the African continent by going through the embassies and reach out to them through advocacy visits and then begin to put practical, actionable steps to get these things you've said done, because it's real. And you've got to raise the female child, you've got to empower the woman to be able to attain her full potential. So I want to say this to you, the reigning queen, may your kingdom reign. And so I want to ask you, what is your plan for your tenure?
Since my campaign was about mental health,
Yeah.
so I use the mental health more
Okay.
so that I can maybe get an idea. And this is what I want to do in uni,
Okay.
so I can get different ideas and how to keep it up. Visit the mental health hospitals in Uganda or even in UK here.
Okay, that's lovely.
In different areas. I won't say only Uganda because I'm an African queen. So
Yeah.
probably in Nigeria, Ghana. So I need to see the mental hospitals and what I can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to say this to you. You are solid. I listened to you earlier and I saw a very confident lady out there. You're a confident person. Let no one say. Yeah, we look forward to seeing great exploits from you. And it is our hope that you're going to do great things. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
I hope that you're going to do great things. I'm excited about your AIDS awareness project because it's a very important part when it comes to true beauty. People needs to be bold. I've seen some people that are very brilliant, but because they are not bold, because they have emotional issues, they never get to manifest greatness. And that seems to be the pain of most. And I know this is one of the reasons for pageants, to create your confidence, to increase it and make you step out there and be everything you have called to be. So I want to thank both of you for coming today. Really, I'm excited about this project you guys are into. I'm excited about the Miss Pride Africa project because it is important. And I want to thank Gina for what you're doing. And I hope we're going to take this further. And I also want to thank the very chief in job code for and you are just something else. Both of you are something else. But I know you since you are a bit you're older than you are the senior sister, she's the youngest sister. So I believe you're going to translate all those things into her, and two of you are going to do great things. Really, yes, I see a future here. And I'm very proud of both of you. I'm proud of your organization, what your organization is doing, because this is the whole essence of pageant, to raise women that are beautiful, brilliant, and bold. People that can step out and become everything, maximize their potential. And you've shared some of that, and so I just target create awareness, and we're going to do that working together. And I want to encourage everyone listening. You want to get to know this beauty queen more. You want to get in touch with the pageant, Miss Pride Africa, because they have so many programs lined up in the organization, and that you need to be part of, and you want to be part of. We want to encourage you to go to fancytv.com and just get involved with this so that you can watch this video again and again. And I'm going to encourage Deberachi to speak to us about Miss Pride Africa. What is it all about, the organization Miss Pride Africa? And then if there's a way we can reach out to this organization, can you talk to us for the next 1 minute? Awesome.
Miss Pride of Africa is a pageant with the heart of charity and female empowerment. It's all about giving young females the opportunity to showcase themselves and giving them a platform to achieve their goals in different sectors, as well as to promote charity. And it's mostly focused on the diaspora, African in diaspora. So if you're Ugandan like Gina, or Nigerian like me, our third princess, who is Ghanaian, I know Ghanaian and Nigeria are always fighting, but we say we're cousins.
That is what cousins do.
Yeah, I still believe Nigerian jollof is better, but hey, I'm biased. Whether you're Ghanaian like our second princess, or South African, Zimbabwean, any, I think there's 52 now, 52 or 53, because some countries has been splitting up. But yeah, if you are any member of the African diaspora in the UK and you're looking for a platform and a place to give back to the African people and young people, we are always welcome. And we have Miss Pride of Africa 2025 coming up soon. So, and we will be there too, me and Gina, as we are experienced, we will be there to give you some tips, some guidance on.
Is the application out at the moment for people to, do we have that? Or we should expect the details?
Yes.
Okay, fine, okay, thank you.
Towards the summer period, so we expect it. But go on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Is Miss Pride of Africa UK.
Thank you. You've just marketed. I think. Don't worry. You'll be sending your invoice to the organization for effective marketing. So I want to thank you for that, and I want to thank Gina. Thank you for coming, and we'll celebrate you. We know it's not easy to have this crown. It's a whole lot of work. I know, and come on, you're also in school. You're doing peace. And somebody's part of growing up. Are you getting it? So we truly appreciate what you do. And I want you to know that there's so many young African ladies looking up to you. And so while it's difficult, there's so many of us here to clap for you, to support you and be there. We encourage you to focus. Your study is important, but this is also important because you're doing it to let every other young person there know that this is possible. Are you getting? So we appreciate what you do, and we also appreciative of your parents for allowing you to do this. And we will also thank your parents for allowing you to step back and do this. And we thank the management of Miss Pride of Africa UK for permitting both of you to come to our shows today. And as a representative of Fancy Television, I want to say thank you. And on behalf of all our listeners, I want to say thank you guys for coming. We look forward to having you once again in the studio. Fellow Londoners, we've listened to two of the beauty queen in the house today. We've learned a lot from them, especially the operation and activities of Miss Pride Miss Pride of African UK. I truly want to encourage you, if you're a young African, African living in the UK, you want to take advantage of the next opportunity to be part of the next of the 2025 Miss Pride of African coming up. And stay tuned, try to get it, subscribe to the Fancy TV YouTube channel so that you can get details. We're going to announce when it comes. We're going to ensure that we make it public through this platform so that you can be part of it's a very lovely show you want to be part of. And it's beyond just a show. It's a developmental program that develop the girl try to become the Jokus of this world and engineers of this world. Once again, thank you for listening. Do take care of yourself and stay warm. Bye for now.